Welcome to Dice Junkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And this is Random Encounters. We've got our list of 20 up. This is 2.5. Blood Axe 2.5.
Yeah.
Advanced 2, second ed.
He even felt so bad for us. He secretly gave us some subjects for when like Xeno starts floundering.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So let's roll some dice here. I rolled first last time. I'm making you roll first this time.
Sure.
Yes. Don't roll a 1, you asshole.
Let's see if we can get horrible. Let's hope the kids are not watching.
They better not be. They shouldn't be.
I didn't get it.
We are not kid suitable.
Number 6.
Marvel/DC character origin story you want to see.
Okay. I guess he would say when it says want to see means like a movie or a show because I'm familiar with all the comic book backstories pretty good. Who have we not seen on film? You said any Marvel or DC character, right?
That's what it says. Marvel, DC character doesn't put a limiter on there. So
you know who I keep hearing about that I'd like to see because we meet in conventions so many secret fans that talk about that crazy bastard, Moon Knight. We've heard Moon Knight brought up a lot. At least if you've been paying attention, we've had a lot of people talking about Moon Knight. He's got a really popular fan base. He's kind of one of those cult followings. And out of my knowledge, he's not pulled a big screen appearance. And he's crazy as balls. Like, he is loopy, but he has a lot of those cool moments where he basically tells people to go screw themselves.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Moon Knight for all my peeps out there that walk up to us at the conventions and talk about Moon Knight. Yeah, let's do his backstory. Probably as a series. Don't try to go on a big screen. When they do that, movie directors suck at telling backstories. Just being honest, they tend to screw it up. But like the way they did, because it's Marvel, the way they did the Netflix series, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I was about to say, don't reference Black Lightning.
Netflix or an equivalent version. Hey man, I warned you if you watched that what it was gonna happen. I saw the clips and said it's gonna hurt your feelings, white boy. It's gonna hurt your feelings. You're gonna feel like the bad guy. Don't watch that. Don't watch Roots unless you want to feel guilty for a while. I warned you.
There's a difference between just making me feel guilty and actually being good, though, and it wasn't that good either. So, and I don't really feel guilty. That's really hard.
Your white guilt starved to death a long time ago because you wouldn't feed it.
I'm not. Yeah.
Disney Plus will be a good. Oh Lord, Disney Plus.
I
have Amazon Prime
Disney
already.
Plus is going to be the only platform for that stuff now. So
well, they're buying stuff is going to be the only platform for anything. Like I bought Amazon Prime to watch kung fu movies, but I'm probably going to need the dang Disney platform to watch Marvel stuff.
Oh yeah, no, they're taking all that. All right, let's see what I get here. 16 comic story art to make into a film.
Did I just do that?
Yeah, that was kind of similar.
Damn it, Blood Axe, you're fired! I'm kidding.
Let's see. I want that moon.
Now you say you want it as a film. Well, no, wait a minute. There is a difference.
No, I know. This is a story arc, not an actual character.
Also, no, this is good for you because you're better at this than me. This says Marvel and DC that I got. You know a lot of those other ones. Like Wizard, or is it Mage? Like, you know a lot of non-Marvel DC ones that honestly should get put on film. You've introduced me to a lot of really good those other, like, Image Comics and Dark Horse.
Yeah.
So, like, pull one of those.
Oh, well,
including, like, the one I just mentioned, actually, because that one was pretty good. I'm still reading that.
Yeah, the Mage?
Yeah,
Mage. No, that actually, I would love to see Mage actually brought to the screen. That would be a good one. The Mage comic book was I really enjoyed it. It had some good myth rolled into superhero and
I love modern
mythology and superheroes.
I love reimaginings. Like I actually like Percy Jackson despite the writing being bad, just because the concept of modern versions of the mythological stories was awesome. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Mage did it better.
Well, they also didn't do fancy costumes, so it actually makes great for lazy cosplayers too.
Yeah, but it isn't filled with a bunch of annoying teenagers, which also makes it better than Percy
Because you
Jackson.
just gotta get a certain T-shirt and throw on some blue jeans and get a glowing baseball bat, and you're
we
set.
know some people that would literally have a bat that glows, man. These cosplayers don't screw around. And do a few push-ups. I mean,
well, yeah.
If you want to do it right, do a few push-ups. Dude's
yeah.
ripped.
But even some of the other characters in there, some of the side characters would be really fun to do.
Homeless Merlin. I don't know if they're supposed to be Merlin. I haven't got far enough, but I've taken it thinking of him as Homeless Merlin.
The Spark guy.
Yeah. I call him Homeless Merlin, and it's pretty cool. Mage is a cool comic, and I would like to see it as a series. I think it would need to be a series.
I'm honest. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, my thing is with most of this stuff, I'd prefer series over movies anyway. I enjoy series more so than movies because I like a little more character development, and you get more of that with TV series than you do movies.
And they don't get rushed. They don't feel rushed. Plus, here's the thing, and I'm going to defend directors. I'm going to devil's advocate. After watching a couple of YouTube videos about making movies do have a very strict pattern in the way they go. They've got a concept of the build-up, the crescendo, the dip, the twist. So the reason all of these films, when they try to tell these stories, are bad is because these directors do not break from this formula of how they make a movie. So they try to take a story that may not flow like that and hammer it into the shape.
See, I like sort of the way that I like sort of the way that animes tend to do movies. You know, where they get a good series going, they do all the development and the character, and then they do some epic just adventure as a movie. You know.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the series, you know.
Well, that's good. That's because, one, you don't waste a lot of time introducing the characters. You've got a series.
And you get that high action, you know, a little higher budget, special effects, stuff like that for the big screen.
Yeah, for example,
for your epic battle.
Yeah, because, for example, you could do an X-Men series where you have a series, but stuff like Apocalypse and Cable could make a great movie.
Yeah.
You could do the Age of Apocalypse as a movie. Yeah. You could do the Phoenix
and then you don't
Saga
have to waste on
movie.
building. You don't have to waste on introducing and building up characters or anything like that. You go straight into it.
And you can use the big budget the movie has to do the really expensive things like the Phoenix Saga and Age of Apocalypse with a big budget because it's a movie. But during a series where you don't need millions of dollars, you can just tell the story.
Well, and it stops all the having to wait so long as well because you're actually, you're actually getting stuff throughout.
Yeah, you're getting things, and then you got your casting. That might be a good idea to do like anime and do series with special event movies.
I mean, the only problem there is getting actors on board to do it because when you're doing a TV series and then you're trying to squeeze movies in, you basically are locked down. That's that is your profession at that point.
Well, you need to get actors that ain't so arrogant that they keep thinking, I'm too good for this role now. I don't want to do this anymore. Sure, it's the only reason you know my name, but I've decided I don't want to be Wolverine anymore or Iron Man.
Hey, you leave Hugh Jackman alone.
Man, screw Hugh Jackman. I don't even know who the hell he is. I know Hugh Jackman because of Wolverine. He want to stop being Wolverine? All right. You know what? I ain't going to know him no more either. Whatever he's fixing to go play will not make the headlines like the Wolverine movies did. And those movies sucked, and they still made him famous. Come on, man. Wolverine Origins was terrible, and yet it's still, he's famous for playing Wolverine.
But he was a good Wolverine.
He was a good Wolverine.
I know, which is why I hate he's leaving. I mean, maybe now, unless he says he's leaving because they keep screwing up the story. That I agree with.
He's also aging, man. I mean,
yeah. He's not a young, spry chicken anymore.
Oh, yeah. That is true. Old Man Logan wasn't that inaccurate. Like, they were like, we're gonna put some.
I think he's like in his late 50s.
Hey, to do Old Man Logan, instead of putting makeup on him to look older, they just removed the makeup that made him look younger.
Yeah,
they're like, we're gonna do you with no makeup, and there, Old Man Logan. I'm kidding. Hugh Jackman, we appreciate you doing Wolverine. You did a good job, and now that I think about it, you are too old. Get out. We need somebody young. We need the new hotness. We need to go find a new hotness to be Wolverine. Probably a wrestler. Go grab another dude. Come on, Batista's awesome.
Oh, no,
Batista did good as Drax.
Yeah,
we should go look into it. No John Cena though. Sorry, John, you can't be Wolverine. But we need to go to wrestling and get us a new guy.
But yeah, and Blood Axe agrees. He said X-Men was good. X-Men 2 was okay. But Origins and X-Men 3 sucked, and I can agree with that.
But Old Man Logan, woo, Logan was good, man. I liked Logan.
Logan was real good.
Yeah. I can't help but throw Old Man in front of him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, editor. Give us beautiful dice roll footage.
Grab the dice.
Which one you want?
Oh, I didn't know you were handing me 2 of them.
Yeah, just use one.
Or both. There you go. Editor's choice. Which one you want? 2 or 13? No, don't look. Don't look. Pick.
Oh, 2 or 13?
2 or 13?
13.
Good choice, because I don't think you would want to do 2.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she was looking too, but
Yeah, she was. But we're gonna pretend like she. Dude, be a gentleman.
Were we supposed to pretend like we didn't see that?
This is why we're single. See, we don't know how to. It's like, I didn't see her cheat. You did so well, honey.
Yeah, shut up.
So, whatever happened to editor?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of one too. Though. I mean, we can all.
Yeah, we'll all think of one.
What's a game I played that I really? Because I want to do a video game, man. Because we've done tabletop. Why don't you do tabletop?
I'll do tabletop. I want to know whatever happened to Toon, man. Toon was my first.
That is a recurrent topic too.
I know.
Toon. No, it's cool.
Because we've talked about my first RPG, and that was Toon. But I would love to see Toon, the RPG, revisited. You can pull it up on the screen if you don't mind, editor. Toon was fun. It was relatively simple. But I mean, it's where I gained my love of RPG.
Whoa, wait, what's this about Paizo? Did Paizo redo it? Why is it showing at Paizo.com?
Yeah, I don't know. Pull up a wiki.
Jump back and go to the wiki.
The Steve Jackson games who.
Right there, second one.
This one?
Yeah. Because I'm curious if it's on Paizo. Paizo hasn't been around that long.
Because it came out back in 1984. I played it probably back in about 1988, 1989. I was like eight or so. My brother had introduced me to it, and man, I loved this game. Like I had my first character ever was Slick the Snake. I know, very creative there, but
well, it's appropriate for Toon.
But
dude, that actually looks fun, man.
Let's see. It was last published. Oh, there was a Toon Munchkin, which I mean, it is Steve Jackson games. So.
I would play Toon Munchkin. There's also Toon Tales.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a while back. But I mean, if it got reprinted, maybe we'll still grab it.
I don't know. I think I'm going to go look for Toon Munchkin now, though.
Oh, yeah. I ain't going to lie. That sounds fun. We'll get to play it. We'll play it on Thursday.
And we'll get as long as they have the hole, the
portable hole. Yeah. But yeah, Toon, that's a good one. For me,
you could pray for, ask the gods for stuff in there, and I used to constantly ask for a portable hole. I never got one, but I always asked for one. I was just like, I wouldn't
trust you with that. I believe it. Just like in D&D, when people made the portable hole one of the most powerful magic items, they knew what they were doing. Like, remember when you filled the portable hole with something extremely dangerous and used it as the world's nastiest trap? I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the cool thing is that you totally can beat the crap out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because every scene, every person is involved. So no matter what happens, you always... dude, Bugs Bunny, fast talk.
I know. I mean, there was so much broken stuff in that game, but the thing was, it was Toon, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And that was it's sort of like when we play with Bessum, and we do the comedy game. We got a lot of broken characters in there, but it's a comedy game. It doesn't matter. It's all just fun.
But using anime tropes would be fun.
I bet you we could do a Toon style using Bessum.
Yeah, we could, and just introduce that. Okay, y'all, we might be coming back with something for y'all in the future.
Sounds
like this. But for games, I don't know how many people remember this. I'm about to go old school, but Zone of Enders was a mech game that was what would happen if your mechs all fought like you were in Dragon Ball Z. Like, it was fun. It was an incredibly fun game.
I don't think I ever played this one. What system was this on?
Oh, dude, we're talking about way back to PlayStation. This is way back. And there was some talk of it getting redone, but it never got past, to my knowledge, Zone of Enders 2. But this game, got up to PlayStation 2. Sorry, not PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. But, dude, the combat was high speed.
You can pull up a wiki on that as well.
Yeah, if they got something else out, that'd be great. Because I mean, it was fun, and the combat was like, dude, it was not weird for you to have the ability to charge up your freaking spirit bomb and throw it at people. So it was like Dragon Ball Z meets Gundam, and it was a fun game. And I always enjoyed this mech combat.
They did an HD collection back in 2012.
I may have to go get the HD collection then. Just to play it again because it was that good.
Yeah, it came out on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
And see, the Zone Enders 3 has been in concept, but has not happened yet. Like, what is that? It sounds like
Since
7 years.
2008, so that's 10, 11 years. Zone Enders 3.
2008.
Yeah.
And in 2012, they confirmed the next installment, but then it was canceled.
Yeah. I'm curious if you find the HD edition, let me know. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
This was high speed combat and cheesy, awesome Gundam style story. It was fun. Like Zex Marquise would have fit in perfectly in Zone of Enders.
Okay.
So there's my game that I want back. Yeah, I like Armored Core, but if the Armored Cores moved a lot faster, Blood Axe, and had way flashier combat.
Yeah.
What you got, editor?
Yeah,
we covered for you as long as
we've stalled for you long enough. I mean,
what you got?
I really can't think of it.
All right, she's on blank.
I'm drawing a blank.
Miss Pac-Man?
Wait, pull the list back up real quick. Pull the list back up
Okay.
real quick. Let's see what D&D story arc series. Tell us a story from your time playing D&D. Then, since you also rolled a 2,
Oh God.
you have some D&D stories. Come on, you play.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll tell you about the time when I killed Zeno.
Oh, Zeno, you got put down by the editor? Oh, you loser.
It was an accident.
That makes it worse. She didn't even have to try.
Well, my character has a high hit rate on her party members. So, yeah, she's pretty accurate and rolls ones a good bit. But anyway, Zeno's character got picked up by a wyvern, and my character,
That's right. You did hit me with an arrow. You refused to fight. I said yesterday.
No. I didn't hit you. I hit the wyvern, but then the wyvern landed in the tree, and then you fell out of the tree, then you died.
You killed the wyvern while I was in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, and he was like super dead.
I'm still pretty sure you hit me with an arrow once.
No, that was
No,
Eamon.
I'm almost sure I've heard about you hitting him with an arrow.
Eamon.
Even
Eamon shot you in the butt.
Eamon shot me on purpose, and I bit him. But
I've never shot
not
you.
me, but my bear in the game. I don't bite people like the editor does.
if you're a bear and you like to bite people, man, that'll up our viewership quite a bit.
But my druid in bear form
Okay.
bit and clawed the
The
cleric.
sad part is I still just see the druid that looks like Zeno in his bear form as he just takes off the robe and he's got the hairy chest. He's just like, I'm a polar
Oh,
bear.
God.
And then he ran up and bit the wizard, and the wizard threw ones on him. It's like,
Hey,
But
$20, man.
that's very true. But yeah, no, my character.
I've made $20 at a strip club before.
You have.
That is amazing. That's true.
I only made 8.
They made it rain, and I got 21s, man. I'm the man.
I also made money, but not as much as him. So
Wow.
he beat me out.
Not for $20.
All right, let's do one more roll, and then we'll.
Roll with disadvantage with
I
that.
now refuse to tell people how we made that 22. That's too fun to leave that as a mystery.
Yeah.
Roll with disadvantage.
I'm rolling with disadvantage.
We're doing another one?
You want me to roll a 1?
Roll with disadvantage.
Well, if you're really wanting the
$5.
disadvantage, then we're making Q roll with disadvantage. He's more likely to get a 1 if that's what you really want.
No,
if you want this night to get more horrible than we've already gone with things.
It's been worse.
All right.
Oh man.
Tabletop highlight, man.
Oh, man, after hearing about you dying like a loser, that was probably one of the best. Oh, wait. This one, shout out to my boy Blood Axe. Good job, by the way. He hasn't been killed a lot. Somebody need to put him down. Yo, this was going out to my boy Blood Axe. By the way, I've literally had this story, Blood Axe, with Kitsune recently, reminding him of what you did to his game. And he's just like, He literally said, I didn't expect it. We were playing Exalted, and Mr. Bloodaxe tried to build Nightmare, and he did a good job of it. Well, he built Siegfried. So he builds an Exalt with a big friggin', what do they call it? Diclave, which is this huge sword, cloud, buster sword. Had the full plate mail. And our DM kid today wrote this wonderful backstory about his, I think it was his brother, but his enemy, his arch nemesis, because Bloodaxe took a flaw that literally says, I have an arch nemesis that's my equal. It's a Death Knight. And man, we're going through the campaign. The Death Knight shows up to challenge him to single combat. And Bloodaxe runs up and he's like, all right, man, I'm going to fight him. And he activates Peony Blossom, an exalted ability that makes you do a whole bunch of attacks. He literally starts up to move, one swing, cuts the guy in half. Cuts his sworn rival in half in one swing. And literally just goes, I don't even know what to do with the rest of my attacks. And it was this big build-up. So you can just imagine this dramatic build-up to the battle. Cuts him in half, and then I look at Mark, and I just am like... and then Bloodaxe is just like... And Mark's like, well, I was like, what abilities have? He had this and this and this. And I was like, you built a character with role play and story type abilities to go up against Siegfried. You play Siegfried. You know what that would look like. Yeah. This dude had he's got this ability to let him stalk you, and he's got another ability to let him convince people and stuff. I was like, yeah, none of that stops a huge frigging sword cleaving through your face.
Bloodaxe says the Nemesis has twice the number of character points.
Oh, yeah, you took the 3-point flaw, so he was higher level than him.
Oh,
and he cut him in half. Well, okay, Kitsune's my boy. I love Kitsune, but you know Kitsune builds for story. He doesn't build for combat. And he's learned now because he killed my butt in World of Darkness. He killed the hell out of me. But I finally lost the character. I got one shot at. So he got revenge on me, Bloodaxe. He one-shotted me. I was holding back. But he one-shotted me. I didn't get the real abilities, man. But no, I still died though. But he literally one-shotted this dude's enemy, and the campaign ended that night. Literally, his name was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm done. This big story I built up. He was supposed to be a recurring villain, but how do you recur when you're in two pieces?
Yeah,
even Exalted can't sew you back together. At least not in first edition. They didn't have the ability to just stitch you up and then go So Bloodaxe has literally pulled a Siegfried and sliced his enemy in half in one. In fact, he's done it more than once. He did it in D&D in a ninja campaign. In fact, Bloodaxe just tends to roll criticals and kill his rivals. Don't ever declare yourself his rival. He will crit you to death.
All right, so don't piss off Bloodaxe.
Yeah. I'm your sworn enemy. You about to be two of you motherfuckers.
Yeah. So with that service announcement of don't be Bloodaxe's rival. I guess that's going to be the end of this podcast and live stream and random encounters and
I'm hungry
and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. If you're watching this on Twitch, well, then you should be talking in the damn chat room. Why aren't you?
Speak up. You scared? You scared?
And if you're watching this on a podcast, well,
again, how do you keep doing that? You're amazing. How do you keep watching podcasts?
Yeah,
you got to tell me your secret.
Go to Facebook. Go to Dicejunkies.com. You can leave comments in all those locations. If you're listening on iTunes, you can leave a review and let us know what you think there, and that actually helps us show up in search. So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like I said, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, and go and support us on Patreon so we can pay the editor.
Support the pay the editor.
All right, thanks guys, and as always, we hope you enjoyed the show.